Welcome to the Grand Prix of Malta, round 2 of the Powerboat P1 World Championship. Fantastic conditions here as the flotilla of spectator boats heads out with the competitors. As they leave the grand harbour of Valletta, let's have a quick look at today's course. As ever, the start will be close to shore to give the spectators a great view. Evolution will race 10 laps of the 5.6 nautical mile short course, while Supersport will complete 9. The total race length is 56 nautical miles for Evolution and 50.4 for Supersport. Here we go, ready to go. The starter has them in line. And we're ready for race 2 of the championship. Bootsy Bullet and Showjohn battling each other. Closest to the camera now, the red boat, that's OSG Donsi. Then Caracol, the race 1 winner, but look at the top. The yellow boat closer to the camera, that is Showjohn, the Maltese. Bootsy Bullet neck and neck as the faster Evolution class boats start to pick up speed, but the smaller, lighter class Supersport flying away from the line. Bootsy Bullet closest to us and Showjohn racing them neck and neck for a home win. Fantastic starting from those machines. And there's R-Pro third in the class, but it's trouble for Vetpunk.com, and all-nighter and all the elbow grease they could muster has not cured the problems after that fire. Now then, the Supersports have been left behind. Evolution rules, and look how close this is, avoiding the clash at the start of yesterday's race. OSG neck and neck with Caracol. The ISOTTA FRASCHINI motors versus the Sterlings. Two completely different hulls, completely different engine layouts, and there can't be more than a foot or two between them. Fantastic start in the best conditions that we've seen here, but look at that, almost catching a crab, running across the wake of the Supersport boats. That's a big problem for the Maltese. Slowing down a little as they have to back off the throttle and avoid the crash, and Ocean Dragon Racing in danger of overhauling them for second. But OSG now with a little bit of clear air between them and Caracol. Not much, and Caracol looking to take a tighter turn. Here comes Turaya in third, the red boat, and then the Supersport battle. Ocean Dragon Racing have the lead from Showjohn, and Bootsy now struggling in the wake. Fameplast finally starting to pick up speed and picking up places from the back of the field, but there is OSG Donsi already around the furthest mark, on board with Fameplast with those suspended seats all in a row. That's a fantastic view. The Fameplast without turbos on the diesel motors takes such a long while to get up to pace. Italcraft towards the back of the field. This is a real baptism for them. They have got so much work to do, but at least they're out here learning about the new kit, and that's absolutely vital for progress. R-Pro now starting to pick up the pace, 64 mile an hour average lap as they start to overhaul Bootsy Bullet. R-Pro winning race 1 from Bootsy Bullet, their British rivals, and that's a change for third in Supersport. Here is our Evolution class battle though. Donsi turns wide and fast, and look at the rooster tail from Caracol. A much tighter turn, and what a view the spectator boats are getting, but it's nothing like this on board. This is how close the action is. Fantastic camera shots. Second lap of the race, and there's still nothing in it. Caracol unable to run away like they did last year. And just look at the way the boats ride the water. Caracol really taking much more air. Donsi looks to be giving a much smoother ride, but Fameplast is just fantastic the way it cuts through the water. Picking up speed now all the time. A lot of work still to do. Ocean Dragon Racing rounds the mark as our Supersport leader with R-Pro on the right in second. We've lost Showjohn. Bad news for them and for the Maltese fans. That means third place in the Supersport class is now Bootsy Bullet, and that is the margin they've got to chase to the fast improving R-Pro. On board OSG Donsi, second place. The man you're watching is Giancarlo Cangiano, the joker in the pack, riding the throttles as Stefano Cola steers the course through the wake of race leader Caracol. They're looking for an inside line at the next mark, and they've really got a great run going here as they inch alongside Mario Invenizzi in Caracol, He's the man on the throttles, their arch rival for this championship. It's already looking like it will be a huge battle between these two. Giovanni Carpintella, he's the man steering Caracol, and at the moment he will be the one trying to make the best of this marker, because OSG has got the tighter inside line that it wanted, and look at the way that they're already starting to pull away. Caracol running wide and fast, keeping the throttles open, but that was a much better mark from OSG, and the Donsi Hull has pulled out what looks like the biggest race lead so far. Now then, battle for third overall. Turaya closest to us, and around their nose goes Marco Panesi in Fameplast. His own Metamarine yard has built this hull. They've designed that steerable drive. Oh no! Amici Dewey, as one Italian moves up, another moves out. And that steerable rear drive is really working for Fameplast. Now, if they could only whack some turbos on those C-Tech diesels, there would be no catching them from the start. They've already left Turaya trailing in their wake since the last mark. There is Turaya, in fact, and there is our lead battle. OSG Donsi and Caracol still hard at it. Now, Supersport lead. What a story this would be if the boat from the People's Republic of China could win in its first race weekend. Martin Lai, famed in British offshore circles for his maximum attack approach. And here are his closest rivals, R-Pro coming round the mark, and R-Pro making a big wide turn. Ocean Dragon Racing absolutely flying. Both of them look as they head into the swell, really catching a huge amount of air. And all of this ahead of Butzi Bullet in their older machine. And that is the Supersport champion, Riccardo Fattarella. He's out of the race in the Italcraft. Here is our Supersport leader then, Martin Lai. Maximum attack on the throttles, and the team having to make the most of it. The Navigator looking forward though. What's going wrong? Have they broken it again? It looks as though they have. Martin Lai closest to us. Well, that's a real shame for them, that real heartbreaker. R-Pro now the leader. There is Ocean Dragon Racing, and here comes Butzi turning very tightly indeed. That's close. Eat my spray. They go by their close geographical rivals based down in the West Country of England, them and R-Pro both. Now, Jolly Special not looking that fast here despite the worries over its hull, and they are in danger of being lapped by our Supersport leaders. R-Pro being hounded by Butzi Bullet. It could be another British 1-2. We've lost Showjohn, we've lost Ocean Dragon Racing. Which of these boats will come out on top? Race one was R-Pro's. Can Butzi Bullet overturn that? It looks as though they can. 2 laps to go as they start to pull alongside. This is for the lead, and it looks as though they've got it. Butzi Bullet now really starting to overhaul them. Confirmation there of the leaders. Still OSG closest to us. Caracol second, Fameplast in third. But look at this, Butzi Bullet now cut to the other side of the course. R-Pro just about holding their own, but Butzi Bullet are creeping alongside, and this is not the way it's been going so far. Look at Butzi now start to really accelerate past them. I wonder whether there's something wrong. Let's have a look on board. Closest to us is Jackie Hunt, and Mike Shelton is out of the driver's seat. He's obviously going back to have a look at the engines. They are dead in the water. Is it fixable or are they out? It does not look promising. Here's Jolly Special, and behind them, Butzi Bullet. They are nearly a full lap down, Jolly Special. They really have got a lot of trouble on their plate. And that is R-Pro, and look at that rooster tail. They have got engine power again, and that means they may well hold on to second place. Last lap, OSG Donsi still with the lead. Giancarlo Cangiano and Stefano Cola hanging on, and in fact stretching their advantage over what is now a very tight battle for second, because Mario Invernizzi's Caracol has been caught by Marco Panesi in Fameplast. It's taken Marco 8 laps to catch the lead battle, and now he's right with the second place boat, but this is the final marker. He needs all the tight turn he can get and all the acceleration. OSG Donsi will win this unless they blow up right now, but it looks as though Caracol just made a tight enough turn to hang on to second place. Donsi celebrate Giancarlo Cangiano goes wild as only he can, and the race to the line, it was a drag race that Caracol just won from Faneblast. Here is our Supersport leader, Drew Langdon, Jan Fikowski, congratulate each other on board Bootsy Bullet as they take the